Good evening, Facebook family and friends. Today is Sunday, January 4th, 2015. This is the second video I'm making for the new year of 2015. Over the weekend, I hung out with some friends, and people always ask me, and I know me and Earl have been together, we'll be together, this is our 19th year of being in a relationship. And we've been living together since 1998. So we met in 96. We met before 96 when we started a relationship in 96. And 1996. And this is now 2015. So this will be our 19th year later on in the year. 19 years in a relationship. It ain't been easy. People always ask, how did you all make this relationship last? And guys, I mean, I wish that I could sit here and say that it has been an easy journey, but I'd be lying through my teeth. We've had to make so many sacrifices over the years to make this relationship work. Sacrifices that means we both had to give up something. Friends, whatever interests we might have had. There were a ton of sacrifices to make this relationship work and last this long. It has not been an easy task. There have been issues, problems, fights, arrests. I can go on all night long. But this is our 19th year, and this is my 45th year on planet Earth. I'll be 45 in a few weeks. So for me, when people ask me about our relationship and how we made it last, I always try to tell them that I look at Earl the same way I look at family members. I look at my brothers or my sisters or my mother. My mother's a prime example. I mean, she's my mom. She's been my mother since the day I was born 45 years ago when I came out of Coochie. When I popped out of there back in 1970. We've had our ups and downs, my mother and I. We were in times, we were very close times. We had our difficulties, times where we've had our ups and downs over the years. In a relationship, a relationship with a person if you're in a relationship with someone after you've been together for so long, that person becomes your family member. And you will have the same issues you have with your mother, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your uncles, your aunts. Everything's going to go great. There will be problems. There will be issues. Everything ain't going to be a rose garden of happiness. So, but people always ask me that question because when they find out we've been together, he and I, two black gay men together for that length of time, it's almost strange to some people because some people don't quite understand it, or they don't understand how to make any relationship last that long. It takes patience, work, a lot of hard work, forgiveness. I've made mistakes, he's made mistakes. Neither one of us is perfect. And I think if you're looking for perfection in a relationship, you can forget it. You'll be looking for the rest of your damn life. I don't know what will happen over the next year. I can't predict it. I've learned in a relationship you need to take it one day at a time. Get through those 24 hours, then get through the next 24 hours. And then get through the next 24 hours, one day at a time. Because if you try to, I could not, in 1996, I would never ever have predicted nearly 19 years later, we'd still be dealing with each other. Because I'd had other relationships that didn't last 6 months to a year. So going into that relationship in 96, I would never ever have predicted we would still be dealing with each other 19 years later. I would never ever have guessed that. And if I can get in a time machine, I just said, you know what you're about to get yourself into? Let me warn you. Relationships are not easy. And I've said this a million times. And I think that some people, there's always people, I have some friends can be very devastating or destructive to relationships. They have a lot of negative comments. I've heard their negative opinions about Earl and I's relationship. Well, first off, the fuck you worried about me and Earl for? You ain't in this bed with us at nighttime. Mind your damn business. And that's how I feel about anybody sticking their nose into your relationship. Tell them motherfuckers to mind your own damn business. Pick up your phone and say, motherfucker, you need to mind your own damn business. Cuss their asses out. A lot of people don't like that cussing. Cuss their asses out. You got my permission. Anybody sticking their nose in a relationship, cuss their motherfucking asses out. Don't tolerate it. And that's one thing, if I could change, go back 19 years ago. All those people around me, I would have sent them on about their business at that time. I've learned over the years, friends and family members can be very destructive to a relationship. They'll tear it apart if you allow them to. Even if you don't allow them to, they still gonna try to tear that shit apart. So that was one of the sacrifices that he and I both had to make. We had to dump a whole bunch of friends over the years because they just meant our relationship no good. They just were very destructive and tried to keep a lot of disharmony, just a lot of anger, jealousy, hate, envy, jealousy. I'm going on. So that was the sacrifice we had to make. These people had to go. A lot of friends I had for years, they had to poof, be gone, bitch. And I was glad they were gone too. But if you're going into a relationship, I don't care if it's gay or straight, you better find some way to find out how to resolve the issues that are going to pop up, because there will be issues. And you better figure out which issues are worth fighting over and which issues are not worth fighting over. And that's one thing I've learned as I've gotten older. Something else I'm not about to fight with Earl over. He might want to fight and argue, but guess who ain't going to join in with him? Me. I'm not going to fight and argue with this 44-year-old man. He'll be 45 this year too. I'm not fighting and arguing with him over nothing. It's not worth it. Not for me. Not at this point in my life. I can't do it. You right. You are correct. You win. Because I'm not going to fight or argue with my mother, my brothers and sisters, any friends or associates. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just too old. And it's not worth it for me. So we've had our issues, but I think over time our issues we've got to a point where we have a better understanding, sort of. I mean, he tries me sometimes, and I just ignore it. I just realize I'm just taking the high road. Too old. 45. Most of my friends didn't make it to 25. My goal is to get to 50, 60, 70 peacefully. I don't know about them 80s. My hip might give out by then. So, I don't know, 19 years, these numbers, 19 years with Earl, 45 years here on planet Earth. Those are good numbers. I'll take them. If you like my videos, please click like, share them with family members and friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel in 2015. Please, I need more subscribers. I've been doing this since 2012. 3 years now. Been doing Facebook posts since 2010. 5 years of ranting and raving on Facebook. Make sure you join me on Facebook. And I go back to thinking about, like I said, 2 numbers this year, 19 and 45. 19 years with Earl, my 45th year on planet Earth. Again, thank you for watching my videos. I'm out of here, and enjoy your Sunday night.